Hey, how y'all doing there? It's me, Gus Murphy, Eddie Murphy's Uncle Gus. You may not know me, this is called Delirious, Eddie's Material. I'm the guy that said, get away from that grid, don't make no fire, when you something to tell you. Now, you listening here, you here watching Comic Book Geezers. Comic Book Geezers, one of the greatest internet shows about comic books. And if you don't like comic books, get the fuck out.
Alrighty then. Thank you, Gus. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Quite the intro. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the show. It's Inside the Cover, and alongside me, as always...
Hello, I am Wild Billy on Comic, and I hope you like my Uncle Gus impression. I love Eddie Murphy. You know, Uncle Gus is my favorite impression. Oh, you keep telling. You tell now. You can tell me who you want.
There you go.
So what you got there today? Gus, I have a very classic book. Hulk 181. We're going inside the cover of Hulk 181.
Now, of course, most people are watching. They're probably thinking, oh my God, are they going to actually open up a $5,000 plus book?
$10,000.
No, $10,000, whatever it costs, right? Lots of cash. No, we both own the reprint of Hulk 181 because I don't think either one of us is ever going to get our hands on an original.
Even if I won Lotto, I don't think I would spend $10,000 on it.
Well, if you had a couple million, you could probably easily do it.
Easily afford it, but it's the concept, the principle, man.
Yeah.
Totally gouge.
Yeah, totally.
You know? I read this book when I was a senior. I think I've told this story before. When I was a senior in high school, I was on the track team talking about comic books, and this freshman on the track team comes up to, we were on the bus, and the kid comes up to me, he's like, hey, Bill, I didn't know you like comics. He goes, and he asked me what I liked, and I told him I liked the Hulk. He's like, oh, did you ever read the first appearance of Wolverine in the Hulk? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, 180 and 181. And I didn't have those books. I had a lot of the books in the 170s and the 190s, but I didn't have 180 or 181. I told him no. Didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know Wolverine first appeared in the Hulk. I just assumed he appeared in the X-Men.
He was always in the X-Men.
And the next day, the kid comes in with 180 and 181 and gives them to me to read. I was like, wow, thanks, Jason. So I brought him home, took care of him, read them, gave them back to him the next day. So that was cool. So I've actually got to read the originals when I was 17. So obviously, this is written by Len Wein, Herb Trimpe, and Jack Abel are involved in the art. And Glennis Wein is the colorist, and Artie
Simek
does the lettering, and it's edited by Roy Thomas. So at the end of 180, they show the last panel of Wolverine, who has been watching Wendigo in the Hulk fight.
Yep.
And so he just decides to jump in and take them both on. And the Hulk's like, what the hell?
So who is this guy?
And Hulk calls him Little Man.
Little Man, yes.
So he attacks the Hulk. So Hulk automatically thinks he's an enemy. And then Wolverine goes after Wendigo and hits Wendigo. So Hulk thinks that Little Man is Hulk's friend because Little Man is attacking Hulk's enemy. Mm-hmm. I will help you, Little Man. So here comes the Hulk jumping in the fray to back up Wolverine and to tackle. Wolverine tells Hulk to jump on Wendigo while he's got him. And he's like, that's a great plan. I'll do as you say. So the Hulk slams Wendigo. So now Hulk thinks that they're together. And then the Wolverine, sticks his claws in Wendigo.
Yep.
But because Wendigo is kind of immortal, all the claws do is knock him unconscious. It doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
But Hulk threw Wendigo into a tree, and that's when Wolverine pounces on him.
So sounds like a good plan.
So then, after Hulk thinks he's dead, but Wolverine's telling him that he's just unconscious. And then Wolverine turns around and punches Hulk in the face. And Hulk's like, Hulk trusted you, little man.
Yeah.
Hulk will smash you now. Right? Let's see.
It's all right, Greenskin. It's your turn to take a thrashing.
Yeah. And then it says, puny little man, Hulk thought you were Hulk's friend. Hulk trusted you. Right?
You betrayed Hulk, attacked Hulk, just like all the other puny humans Hulk has known. Little man made a fool of Hulk, and for that Hulk will smash.
So, meanwhile, another plot, you got this couple over here, and they're involved with Wendigo, because this girl, I think her name is Marie, and that's her brother.
Yeah.
Or Wendigo. It's kind of like a Wolfman kind of a thing. So the Hulk battle keeps going on. Hulk and Wolverine. I'm going to skip this subplot.
Subplot, not really that.
So there's the... Some good battle scenes by Herb Trimpe art. And then you got the couple doing their resurrection spells on Wendigo. So, like this, I'm going to call it, I would say toxic, but the fumes from this ritual create a gas that knock out the Hulk and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Now, this book has always been classified as a fight that ends in a tie. But here is what's the word I'm looking for? Here's a contradiction.
There you go.
So they're knocked out. But in the last panel, this is right here, where Hulk... Does he talk? What my point is that Hulk says that he won. And that's what I'm looking for. I thought it was on this page. Unless it's...
Yeah, it doesn't say anything there. You sure there's not?
Here it is, right here.
As gas carried down the rise of the battlefield below the brisk morning breeze, for several seconds the conflict continues, unmindful of the all-pervading mist. Then the two combatants stagger, gasp desperately for breath, and fall. And it is a triumphant enchantress who comes to claim her prize.
I'm looking for the part where he tells him that he won. I fucking read that this morning. Where is it? There it is. I was too far.
Yeah, you were getting ahead of yourself there.
Yes.
So eventually Hulk turns into Banner, but then he turns back into the Hulk again.
Yeah, well, that girl grabbed him and he comes back to turn into the Hulk. But this panel, the point I wanted to make is Wolverine's in chains. When that couple came up and Hulk and Wolverine were knocked out, they chained up Wolverine and then they were going to drag Hulk, and that's Hulk turns back into Banner. And then he turns back into the Hulk when she grabs him. But there's a very key panel in here where he mentions that's how he won.
Yeah, this time, Greenskin, I'm going to finish you. Then Hulk will break Little Man's chains and Little Man with them. So basically Hulk's like, I'm going to break you out of those chains. But then...
it might be the next page. Here it is.
There we go.
Read this with
it's like,
Man.
So Hulk blasts Wolverine, which we'll show in a second.
Punches him in the face. And in the next panel, Wolverine's falling backwards like he's knocked out. So this is the key panels right here that show that Hulk won. And everyone says it's a tie. So go ahead and read that.
Little Man tried to trick Hulk, but Hulk was smarter, Hulk was stronger, and that is why Hulk won. So basically, Wolverine's falling back. That's basically the end of the fight right there.
And this is the last panel
of
Wolverine in this book. So technically, Hulk won. But for years, everyone says that it ended in a tie.
Yeah, not really.
So Hulk won. And then, plot twister, it turns out Marie goes into the cavern, and it's her brother laying here, her brother Paul.
Yep.
And this Wendigo beast is another guy that actually loved her. And she questions him, and he tells her that he did this because he loves her. And then he, I guess in his shame, in embarrassment, he punches a hole in the wall to escape. And that's how Wendigo flees the scene in this book. And there's the Hulk looking on, and he escorts Marie away as she's heartbroken over the Wendigo saga.
Yep.
So there you have Hulk 181 in a very loosely described description from me. So gang, I hope you enjoyed this issue of Hulk 181. I'm going to go flip through all the pages one more time for you because it is the most expensive key, I think, right now in Marvel history. The first appearance of Wolverine. And you know what?
The book doesn't really live up to the reputation.
No.
It's cool, but it's like, it's not earth-shattering.
I love the costume of Wolverine. This is the costume I prefer to see Wolverine. And the other one, the yellow and brown, is cool too. But this is the original, the yellow and the blue, which sticks to the original X-Men colors.
With the full mask and everything, yeah.
But Herb Trimpe does, fantastic job. And
yeah, the battle itself is not that great. It's okay, but it's like...
and this is really... The hype over this is because this is Wolverine's first fight,
Yeah.
But, $5,000 to $10,000, it's not Superman, you know? So, even the ads have been reproduced. This is newspaper. Book was printed in 2019. It's a $4 book. They've been doing this with a lot of the keys. They also did it with issue 180. I don't know if I think they did the Punisher also.
And also Werewolf by Night first appearance of Moon Knight, which I bought recently. So it looks just
I need that one.
Yeah, I bought it for a couple bucks.
It's not bad. There are people on eBay trying to sell those reprints for like $50. Those shysters.
Yeah,
you know.
Gotta watch out for that.
And Hulk 181. Take it all in, gang, because I'm not showing it again. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We have to move on to do other things, but
Yeah.
this is it. Hulk 181.
The reprint.
Basic generic.
Ad. Yeah,
No Evil Knievel ad in the back.
No.
But this came out in 1975. This book, and there you have it, Hulk 181. I'm Wild Bill, as always, saying thanks for being here. Please click the like button if you haven't already. You should have did it when it first started, especially after that Gus movie impression. But anyway, we thank you for being here. We thank you for your likes and your subscriptions and your comments. As always, please click the notification bell so you can be kept in the loop every time we have a new video coming out. And tell your friends about Comic Book Users if you haven't, if they happen to like comic books. I always do that in person, like when I meet people.
Yeah.
If I see someone wearing a comic book shirt, I'm like, hey, you like comics? I like your shirt. Let's start with the shirt. Hey, you like comics? I do a comic book show on YouTube. You should check it out. And flip them a card, and then it goes from there. Snowballs along. We're still working on getting more subscribers, and we're still under 3,000, and we're in our 5th year. We're having our 5th year anniversary in a month and a half.
Yeah.
Yep. And so we thank you for that. Thank you for being here. And we will see you next time on Comic Book Users.
That's right. You guys want to see an inside the cover of Moon Knight's first appearance in Werewolf by Night, just like we saw this today? We can do that. So maybe you'll see that in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Pete Pardo for Wild Bill. Have a good one. See you in a couple days here on Comic Book Users.
Take it easy now. We see you all later.
That's right, Gus. Thank you. Bye-bye.